Good day and welcome, I'm Beckerization, and this is Master of Orion 940M performance. Now on the left you can see my rig. It's a standard mid-range laptop that you can find almost anywhere. If you have slightly more powerful processor, don't forget that your FPS might be higher. Of course, usually it is, and with these 4x games it very often happens. Now you can see that right now there was a drop and it's around 25. Don't forget please that this is during recording. Very often on 1080p and high settings, I'll show you these settings which I'm using right now. Don't forget that I'm using usually 1080p, so the maximum one. High quality, 2x anti-aliasing, VSync off, and full screen. Now I should say that full screen is not standard full screen, it's borderless windowed, and it runs surprisingly well actually. I was very much surprised by the fact that it did not lower the performance at all. So usually I have at this zoom at around 40 up to 45. When I zoom out, that's usually once again around 45, and as we zoom to this stage here, it's around 18, 17. In 1080p without recording, it's usually around 27. So this is actually the most demanding view that you can get. However, what happens, don't forget this is late game. The whole map is discovered. I have won this game already, and it just shows that this is the most packed piece of Galaxy. So on this 940M it runs surprisingly well. I have been able to get it to 60 with lowered graphical fidelity. However, I don't feel like this is the kind of game where you really need to go above 30. It's still playable even if you have 23. So on something like 720M or 820M, it should still be very much playable. On 940M it runs great. I cannot but recommend. I'll also show you the hardware monitor. So right now the CPU is at 100, the GPU goes below around 50 up to 70, which just shows that what's right now packing it is really my CPU, not my GPU. The GPU could actually probably manage to get to ultra with a better anti-aliasing, but what's picking it for me is the CPU. If I get closer, which usually improves the frame rate, or let's go to the Galaxy mode, the CPU, yeah, it goes slightly lower, it doesn't stay up to 100, the GPU gets even to a ridiculous 20%. So if you have a 940M, you can definitely run it, even if you have 820M Pro 720M, you can definitely run it. What this game needs is a solid processor, and 6200U seems to be okay with this game. If you have 6500M, you're gonna be completely okay. Really, it's gonna run great. And if you have some kind of older processor, which could be like 3rd generation i3s or i5s, it should still be manageable. So I hope this helps a bit. Well, thanks for watching and see you next time.